Yes, good afternoon and welcome to the press conference for the RL360 Superstock TT. Our podium today, in third place, Lee Johnston for East Coast Racing Burdens BMW. In second place, MD Racing BMW Michael Dunlop. And our winner, and now a 10-time TT winner, Paul Bird Motorsport Kawasaki's Ian Hutchinson. We'll go to Lee first. You missed out narrowly on Sunday, but now a first ever TT podium.
Yeah, it's a little bit special, especially sat up here with these two guys, you know what I mean. I've been coming for a few years and riding around and watching them step up and riding on down Park for me and stuff, so it's nice when you see Paul Phillips direct you into the winners' enclosure. So yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon, to be totally honest, especially after finishing fourth in the Supersport, which is, you know, maybe what I had hoped to do, maybe better in, but yeah, I'm absolutely over the moon.
Yeah, we all saw the pace at the Northwest, but really bringing it up a level at the TT. Yeah,
the Northwest more like a short circuit, so it suits us a bit better, and I'm not the biggest creature in the world, so it's probably a bit easier to win around there, as Sealy's proved, but it's nice to come here and sort of bring a bit of speed, and I definitely had a bit of confidence after the Northwest. Carried that over, and yeah, I'm over the moon.
And real progress within the race as well.
Without them, so big thanks.
Congratulations on a first TT podium. Let's move across to Michael. It's a runners-up spot, and after all that's gone on over the last week, you can't be too disheartened.
Yeah, no, we've just struggled in the race a little. We got a good first lap, and I knew out the box I tried to push on, and I think we needed 131 from a standing start, and then just that banging early in the week didn't help me. You know, it was just sort of ruined me 2 weeks, really, if I'm honest with you. But you know, these things happen. You know what I mean? And nobody's dead. We're still alive, and we just need to sort of get ourselves ready for Friday. Hopefully, if we can stick out 6 laps, which I don't think is going to be easy in the condition I'm in.
You know, Glen Helen to Glen Helen, lap 1 to lap 2, you'd smashed the lap record. It was 17 minutes 10. It was going to be 5 seconds inside. So it was just coming into the pits that the real drama sort of happened.
Yeah, you know, I had a good, you know, a half decent run, and I was just plugging away, and to be honest with you, you know, the bike itself is my last year's bike, you know, and I should really, if I hadn't been putting the shit, I should have really had a new bike with me, you know what I mean, and that's the long and the short of it, you know, but I sort of got caught with my pants down, and at least now we're able to fight for podiums, and you know, the other way we wouldn't have been fighting at all, so we're on the podium, and you know, the bike worked well. It's just a little bit of hold that could have done with a bit of a TLC to make sure everyone was right, but we just pushed on and we came into the pits, and we just lost that whatever gap we had in the lead. We just lost in the pits, and we just struggled from then on, and you can't take it away from me, and he pushed on, and they changed the tyre and we didn't, and we seemed to just suffer for it.
Yeah, and the schedule here doesn't really allow you much time to rest up, does it? Another race tomorrow, you might get Thursday off if the weather's okay tomorrow, but then we're into 6 laps on Friday. Do you feel like you'll have enough time to be prepared?
Yeah, I just need to see if I'm going to bother tomorrow or not. You know, fitness for the 6 laps is always going to have to be my main priority, so we'll just see. As I say, the body's starting to at least start to work again, but it's just not easy 100% fit. You know, I could have done without lying in around the hedges after Sunday's race, but these things happen.
The lap speed is almost the same as a superbike now. Is there a noticeable difference riding them?
Stock bike sometimes is a little easier to ride. You know, it depends what run you get. You get a couple of back markers, and with a stock bike, you know, you always seem to be the bikes all seem to be the same speed. With a super bike, you have a wee bit extra sometimes on a back marker, but no, the bikes, you know, I think if I'd done about a 17:10 on the stock bike, if I finished that lap on the last of the super bike race, I'd have broke lap record net, you know, a 17 flat, maybe even a 16. So, you know, there's only 10 seconds, which is not a big, you know, a big thing when you see the price of the money that's being spent on a stock bike and a super bike.
Exactly. And were you aware that you were almost towing James Hillier around to a podium?
Well, I knew James was behind me, and I held him up there for Lee, I think, you know. So no, I just struggled the last couple of laps, and James passed me, and I just sat on behind him just to sort of take a bit of the pressure off my arm for a couple of miles.
There we are. We'll leave it there. We wish you luck for the rest of the week, and we hope you all back out. And we'll move on to Ian Hutchinson. No need for any tears today, Ian. What a sensational race record. 32 seconds you took off the old race record. Didn't quite get a lap record, but it was very much on that 4th lap. You sort of eased it off towards the end.
I never eased it off. I ran out of petrol, so on lap 2 I ran out of petrol at the 32nd, and a guy got back past me, and I just wanted to get to the pit stop and was hoping that we could get more in at the pit than we had from the start, but filled it up at the pit, and the guys decided this morning they were going to go for the wheel change, which I was panicking a bit about. It's not the easiest thing to do on a Superstock bike, but if it works, obviously it's to your benefit, and it all went absolutely perfect in the pits, and we got out from there, and I knew that lap 3 I put a lot of pressure on myself today, because yesterday's win came down to Paul Bird as well, because the amount of mileage I've done on bikes over the winter and everything, the process I've gone through to get my confidence back, and everything's been down to Paul. So yesterday's win was him, even though it wasn't his bike as well.
And plenty more races to come yet this week.
Yeah, we'll keep pushing. 10
TT wins now, which means you join Anstey, Woods, Locker, Fisher and Agostini.
Yeah, it's nice.
Right, congratulations, there we are. Our top 3 in the RL360 Superstock TT. In 3rd place, Lee Johnston. In 2nd place, Michael Dunlop. And our winner, and now a 10-time TT winner, Ian Hutchinson.